We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Cleveland Browns. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on. Set. Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Milner. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Falcons 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Looking to put a drive together. Now they'll change things up. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You look at this Browns defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Short. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Pat the streets.
Looking to throw. Short. Over the middle, complete. That's Stanley.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's going to be touched down right at the line of scrimmage. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up 1st downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Short. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
19, 5, go.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Browns defense. This unit, they struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap, because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run into the hands of London. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got room at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ready,
So
set.
from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 19, 18.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
60 by Cowboy 80.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
On the set. 19 Lions. Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming out.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. But it's caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Judkins is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
Trying to hammer it in with Judkins.
And this time he is in.
Quinshawn Judkins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Falcons 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Big Lion. Back.
Off the play fake.
Short. That one deep for London. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. 80 Cardinal, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Looking to throw. Short. That's down the field for Jefferson. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Jefferson, 48 yards. And the Falcons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
on 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Oh, look at the juke. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Falcons have broken our tie.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word, if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Got it. Ready?
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Milner. And it's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Ready,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Here we go. Here we go. Gotta be lying. Chris.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready?
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Operating from the gun. Short. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return on this one as that kick's out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Milner. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Knocking 18. Steady.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Let's go now.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Short. Oh, he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Falcons' 42-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Dragon 60. Here we go. Here we go. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hey, Crash. Ready.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Milner. He's got it to Williams. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Stretch the Eagles.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Judy, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
35. Falcons 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Inside the 35. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up a third down.
That's an excellent run right there on second and long. Didn't get back all of it, but a huge chunk. Now they're in third and manageable and back on schedule and trying to pick up a first down.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
Ready? Pat the 60. Pat the...
Now this time he'll look to throw. That is caught. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Got it. Ready? Come on. Set.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead.
A big play there. 71 yards. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Let's go now.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game,
the defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Traffic, 70 Timberwolves.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Go.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 70 Timberwolves.
Back to throw. Short. And caught by London. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Ready. Hot 70, back to 60, back to 60.
Looking to throw. Short.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun. Short.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
19 Cardinals, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Two. Liking 18. Ready.
Back to throw. Milner. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
On the jump.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shot 50, shot 50. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Back to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Caught left side, Williams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be direct.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Quinshon Judkins with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Browns are able to stretch out their lead. Point after here coming up. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Browns 42, Falcons 30.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Let's go.
They'll pitch it to Robinson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
19 Charger, 19, 79 Broncos.
Operating from the gun. Short. Over the middle, complete. It's Stanley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup at 25. And now they'll shift things around.
Warriors 70.
Looking to throw. Short. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. How about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get him 1 closer. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Milner. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go! Gotta be lying. Hurt. Ready.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 4.
Let's go now. Panther 6, Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw. Short. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stanley. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Got it. 68. 60 bison, 60 bison. Go.
A give left side to Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson, 34 yards. And the Falcons have taken a fourth-quarter lead. The late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
42.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Viking 18.
Looking to throw. Milner. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Coming. Ready.
An inside run with Judkins.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
19 targets. Ready.
A give up the middle, Judkins.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Quinshon Judkins.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They go play action here on first down. Going for the deep ball.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go! 19, Cowboy 80. Cougar 19.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Riggs. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Let's go now. Ready, right?
A give. Here's Judkins.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Shot alert. Panther 60. Ready.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Come on. Set.
They'll try and run here with Judkins. And he is going to have the Browns first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And the Browns
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover. I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Once again, Judkins had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Judkins.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready, Lions. Ready. Viking, 18. Hey, Crash.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Ready, set.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. Third down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.